Hey, welcome back, guys. I just got sent this Lawson hammock from Wes over at Lawson Hammocks, and we're going to open this up in pretty much real time here so you can see what it's like to set it up. This is going to be a review. Now, I did have some straps that I was sent from T&H Outdoors. Thank you for T&H. And so Wes didn't have to send me the straps that he had, although he did offer. That was really cool of him. Really nice guy. Now, this hammock, I'm going to set it up in real time, as I said. And these, one thing, if you get carabiners that look like that, they're sharp, they will ruin your stuff. Do not use them. T&H, they definitely have to fix those and get something better. So I'm just going to talk about the hammock in general as you watch me open it up here. It has been rated #1 from Backpacker Magazine, Outside Magazine, Gear Magazine, the 50 Campfires Award. I believe I'm also missing one of the other awards as well. So it has been around for a while. It's got great reviews on Amazon. You can see the Rainfly there, the tent poles. One of the things I really liked about it is you can put it up in about 3 to 5 minutes, and at the end of the video you'll see me take it down in real time, and I did it in under 4 minutes. You probably could even do it in 2 minutes. You have a couple of these supports here that you just need to click together just like any tent pole. Super easy. And then when you're done with that, you're just going to set those off to the side, and then we're just going to flip over the tent. Rolls up so easy. Now the zipper was really high quality too. I just wanted to show you guys that I had no problems zipping it up and zipping it down. It never caught or jammed. Just a really high quality zipper. Now at the back, you just put that together, these 2 bars like that, and make sure those cables are not twisted. Then you just take your carabiner and put it on the little loop there, connect that to the tree, and you're good to go. And this is what it looks like when you set it up. You don't actually have to put it up in tent mode, and you can, in fact, flip it over and just hang out in it like a normal hammock. Now, my one complaint would be those bars. Definitely, Wes, man, you gotta get an aluminum or titanium option. Not aluminum, but like titanium, some kind of really high quality light metal. I really could see this being taken a lot more on adventures across the world, lightweight backpacking. At its current weight, you're looking at like 4¼ pounds. Now, you can take those spreader bars out, but they do help it become more stable. They give it a flatter lay as well. And it doesn't have that hammock feel where in a normal hammock how it bunches up around your shoulders and you feel like you're getting compressed. Now, I want to be very clear. I was not able to sleep a night in a normal hammock. It destroyed me. I also kind of had a difficulty sleeping in this, but it was not because of the hammock. It was purely because I was in a massive accident and I have a terrible back and I constantly have to be moving. So now we're just going to put the poles in. Really super easy. Again, nothing about this is difficult. I love how simple it is. And you just take that and jam it in on the side, run around on the other side. So yeah, my only major complaint would be the weight. You gotta at least maybe do a Kickstarter. I bet you'd have a lot of takers, a lot of backers that already have your product that would be all about getting those bars to weigh a lot less. Weigh a lot less and be stronger. Now, they are super strong. Those are, I believe, steel bars. So, and they're tied off at many different points. You can even take the bars out as well. I have not done that because it's going to be a lot of tying on the knots. But if you wanted to have more of a traditional hammock-like experience where it's going to cradle you a little bit more, kind of that feeling I talked about how I didn't like it, this would be something that you could do. And you could still use your bug net as well. And then you just take the little bungee cord thing there and snap it to the top, and that kind of makes it a little bit more taut. Really goes up super easy. And here we have some images of just what it looks like when it's there. It really looks like something the military would be using, or something you'd find in a jungle on some crazy expedition. Now, I've also made sure to be very careful tying these off to these trees. These are gigantic apple trees that are extraordinarily strong. The ones that I'm tying them off to are extremely old, so no worries. Some close-ups of the mesh. This is really high-quality mesh. This is not like the bug net that I have or any of the meshes that you find on most tents. It just feels a little bit higher quality. Now this here, I'm trying to open this on purpose with one hand because, seriously, some people go with other people camping and backpacking and they only have one hand. So for the guy that has one hand, yeah, you could totally zipper this up and down with one hand. Now you might have to have somebody else help you set it up, but it's totally doable. And here we go, what it looks like on the inside. Just so spacious. This has more room in it than my one-man Spitfire tent, which I love from Eureka. I couldn't believe that. So much room. I was really happy to see pockets as well. Now, I placed a water bottle in there just for some size comparison. These little Velcro latches are all along the inside of the tent. And that's cool, I guess maybe for tying off some gear or something like that. There also is another gutter that goes all along the side of the tent as well. And then places where you can hook up, you know, lights and things, just like a real tent. It's so cool. And again, we're going to try to zip it back up with one hand. Now, it zips up no problem with two. I just wanted to show people if you have any type of disability and you only have one arm, you'll be okay. I do that because I read about somebody on Reddit asking the question. So, also it goes to show if you had any type of arm injury or something like that, you could definitely zip it up and you'll still be okay. So let's go ahead and get ready to put the Rainfly on here. It's just coming right up. Oh, actually, looks like we're gonna set it instead. Now, some people have talked about stability issues. Now, I would be lying to your face to say that there isn't kind of a stability issue. And in my opinion, the stability issue is that you would have to be so careless. You would have to be plopping down in there. See what I'm doing right there? Yeah, it kind of goes left and right. Sure, there's kind of a little bit of a wobble. Again, though, I believe you would have to be even maybe a larger person, and you would have to be carelessly flopping into it, or just being really careless about like rolling over. The lay is really good. The lay is just amazing. You can spread your legs out. There's tons of room. It is not like a traditional hammock. You're not just bunched up like a taco. This is more like a sandwich. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to get on one side. I'm going to get all the way to the left, and I'm going to see what it's like to try to flip it over. And I'm going to get all the way over to the right and see if it will just flip over here. See, now I'm really putting a lot of my weight on that right-hand side. Could I flip it? If I tried. That's why I'm saying you'd have to be being so careless to flip this. So I really don't believe that's going to be an issue for your average person. Don't plop down in it, and you're not going to have any problems. Rainfly goes on super easy. There's just 3 little connectors that you have at the end, that 2 of them just kind of go, the top one goes up and over, and then the ones on the side just connect to the ropes there. Now, I actually accidentally put that in too tight. You probably wouldn't want to do that far, so you can see that I'm going to undo that and just put it on the second rope. It's kind of just a drape. It's not like going on, it's just like any Rainfly you've ever had. It's kind of a drape. But I totally feel that this would keep me dry in a downpour. Now, I'd also get some rain straps for your hammock straps as well, and that will prevent water from coming down onto the ropes and whatnot. But see, even if water came down onto the ropes, I don't believe it would go into the tent because there's that baffle that goes in like all the way around the inside of the tent. So I really have strong confidence in the rainproofing ability. And there's even little bungees that you can kind of just wrap around the poles just for some extra security there. And that's what it's going to look like when it is all set, covered up. I have confidence it would be good in the wind and everything. Let's take a look at the underquilt. Now this I'm actually going to be taking, possibly even backpacking without the hammock, because it's an awesome quilt and it's kind of lightweight. It just feels like a really high quality blanket. I could actually, like I said, see using this without a hammock just as a layer to go over top for some extra insulation. It's super high quality. It doesn't feel like it would rip if it caught on anything. Both sides, just perfect quality, nice feel. I have much confidence that this would hold in a lot of warmth and insulation. So setting up is really easy. You just kind of take one of the notches there and hooks. You just hook it up like that. There's a couple little bungee cords that you're going to see me tighten one on the left there. Super easy. And then you just tighten another one. And there's another one on each side that tightens kind of the length of it as well. Again, you just hook it up with one of the hooks. Grab the other hook, hook it on the other side. And then you are good to go. Just tighten that up there. Tighten the other one. You can see how it kind of just snugs it up a little bit more. Now, if it's too tight and you feel yourself bottoming out and actually touching the underquilt, you have it on too tight. You want to keep a little, inch or two buffer in there. Here's what it looks like with the Rainfly on the inside. It definitely breathes as well, so you've got some good exhaust ports on the end. Now let's see what it looks like to sit down in first person. It's very easy to get into this puppy. It's not bad at all. Again, the stability issues, I really don't think, if you're being a normal human being, you won't have any problems. You would have to be being careless, in my opinion, to flip this thing in any way. And lots of different positions that you can get in as well. It does have a really nice flat hang. Now, what we're going to do here is we're just going to take it down in real time. I am going to make one edit. The only edit I'm going to make in this is just to turn the camera down a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. Other than that, we got this thing packed up in the bag in under 4 minutes. So that's pretty phenomenal. There's literally nothing about this that is difficult. Again, want to take the time right now to thank Wes for sending this out. Hooking up the little guy, a little YouTuber like me, is trying to grow his channel, and he's supporting someone like that. So if you guys can, support him. That's rare that people do things like that. I've had a number of emails with Wes back and forth. He's an honest-to-God family man. I have not been paid anything to say this. He simply sent me the products for a review and wanted to support the channel. And that's just amazing. Guys like that can't be rewarded enough. So if you do have an interest in this, check out my Amazon link and support Wes out. Also helps my channel out. I get a small commission if I sell any of those hammocks. Open disclaimer. Now, again, if you saw me in my other video where I had a hard time sleeping in this, going to be very honest, but I also couldn't sleep in a normal hammock as well because of my back. It has nothing to do with my hammock. I put my mom in this, and she absolutely loved it. Yeah, she said she could easily spend all day in this, but I have an issue where I have to move every 5 minutes, and for me, I just couldn't get totally comfortable on my side in this one. Although there are people that actually prefer this bag for side sleeping. If you have any issues with that, I recommend putting like a support maybe under your legs or something like that. So I'm still trying to find my sweet spot for using it, but I was in a pretty bad accident. You can see that scar on my shoulder, and that just made sleeping for me really, really difficult. Even at home, I had to get like a super, super expensive, nice bed to even sleep in my home bed. And you guys, Amazon, great return policy. You get this set up, you don't like it. Wes probably don't like to hear it, but hell, you could send it back. So there really is no risk. I highly recommend trying it out. I do recommend it completely. I would totally give it 2 thumbs up. Just because of the night that I had, I wasn't too able to sleep in it. Again, that's because I don't have a disability, but it's enough that it makes normal things very difficult to do. So highly recommended. Again, thank you, Wes, for taking the time to send this to me. And also, thanks for making a bag that you can stuff stuff in without fighting with it. And you left enough room to stuff in the straps. Like, just perfect amount. Great job, man. 2 thumbs up. Thanks for watching, guys.